reunited, and it feels so good. Of course, if you're following this in the future, or discovering this in the future, I should say, that probably doesn't mean anything to you. But if you're following this journey live...
Morning.
Morning, Uncle.
Good to see you again, Uncle. So, Molly ain't around?
No, not for a while now. You boys sure returned with a bang.
And we always seem to these days.
He's got a way with words. Anyway, as I was saying, for those of you following this live, you may have noticed I've been gone for a while.
Morning, Arthur.
Glad to be home?
I almost wish we were back in Guarma.
I know.
Almost 3 weeks, in fact, on account of the Christmas holiday. And a brief rundown. Well, I guess before I do that, welcome to 2022. So I'll say that. It is January 6th, currently 6 days into the new year. And I haven't streamed since last year. It's been so long. A brief summary of the last time out, episode 25, would go something like Guarma, 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 Guarma. Holy crap, I almost died. Massive gunfight. See you next year. A more reasonable summary would go something like this. We wound up, of course, we were on the island of Guarma to start the last episode. We met up with Dutch, and we wound up freeing Javier from the local governing body on the island of Guarma. After that, we went back to camp, and then we set out into the woods to find some of the slave rebels. Basically, the workforce on the island was rebelling against the governing body that Cornwall had hired to run the place.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good to see you again.
What do we do now?
Clearly, we need to move. I'll speak to Dutch.
And as we went into the woods to free those guys, Arthur got shot in the back with some sort of a dart.
Another morning.
And he wound up unconscious. When he woke up, he was tied to a chair and he was being interrogated by the person who was holding those workers hostage. He did wind up getting free, and then he snuck around with one of the other workers whom he also freed, and wound up freeing the rest of the laborers. And with the laborers free, we then headed to this military fort that was on the coast of the island, and we defended the island against a battleship, of all things, that was trying to land troops onto the island. Wound up sinking the ship and beating back the advancing troops. Following that exchange, we then took out a couple cannons that were guarding the waters around the island, I guess you could say, which, of course, freed up the waterways so our ship could get the heck out of Dodge. So that was how we got off the island of Guarma. Once we returned, Arthur, Dutch, Micah, Bill, and Javier, we all went our separate ways. Arthur was sent back to Shady Belle in an attempt to find where the rest of the gang had run off to. So while he was there, he found a letter from Sadie explaining that the gang had holed up in a place called Lakay, which is where we are currently.
You okay?
And of course, after he finds the letter, some Pinkertons show up at Shady Belle, and, you know, in my infinite wisdom, I decided, you know what, they're probably not into the house yet, because there's a little cutscene that plays when they show up, and I thought, right after that cutscene ended, well, they're probably not in the house yet. So I darted across the open room, trying to get out the back door pretty quickly. And of course, they saw me. There was a pretty decent firefight, up close range. Arthur took several hits to the body. I thought the run was donezo, but I pulled it together. I thankfully was able to fight off the remaining Pinkertons and then ride off to Lakay. And after we got here, and then after the rest of the gang had wound up finding our location, the Pinkertons showed up, because why wouldn't they? Of course, they had a Gatling gun tied to the back of a wagon, and there was a massive firefight, but of course, Dutch's gang stood their ground. And here we are, the following day. Something I'll say about the whole Guarma section. I think it's one of the more, maybe the most, I don't know, controversial sections of the entire game. To me, I don't mind so much that they wound up on a deserted island. Like, that's fine. I found it odd, and I still find it odd to this day, that we wound up on an island in the midst of a massive rebellion, and we're suddenly fending off this giant warship. Like, that's all gratuitous action. It's almost like they shoved that in there because they thought people would think the game is too slow, which, I mean, it is. It's a slower paced game, which I don't mind at all, but I understand it's not for everybody. And at the same time, like, people have stuck with your game at that point for several hours of gameplay, and then you decide, oh, we better insert this giant action sequence into the game. To me, it would have made a lot more sense if they either wound up on the island and there wasn't this huge rebellion, they were purely stuck on a deserted island and they had to fight wildlife or build a signaling fire. I don't know. Gilligan's Island type stuff. You know what I mean? Except not Gilligan's Island, that's silly, but you know what I mean. A serious get off the island survival type scenario. Or what I also would have liked or suggested in place of that is maybe the boat doesn't go to Guarma. Maybe the boat instead goes to somewhere like Thieves Landing, and they wind up out west, like in the New Austin part of the map, and then they have to fight their way back through the Pinkertons, or, you know, whoever is guarding the plains of West Elizabeth around Blackwater, and they have to fight their way back to get to the gang that way. To me, that would have made a lot more sense. And it would have used the New Austin part of the map, which barely gets used in the single player at all. So, anyway, we did pick up on a piece of information at the end of the last episode that Sadie believes John is being held at Sisika Penitentiary. So our lead outside of camp at this point is going to be go meet up with Sadie and then see if we can determine for a fact that John is indeed being held in Sisika. But before I do that, I have to scout the camp out and then see if there's any materials or anything like that I want to pick up before I head out. I have a general idea of 2, possibly 3 missions that could go down today. I said it in the last episode, the last mission of Chapter 5 kind of gives me the heebie-jeebies in a run like this. So we may see the end of Chapter 5 today. It may be in the future. It kind of depends on how I'm feeling when the time comes. Because whenever I do attempt that mission, I want to be sure I'm mentally sharp, shall we say. That was a big gripe of mine in the prior episode, is that the whole Guarma section, once you start it, it throws you from one mission to the next right after another, and there's no breaks in between. And then even when you get back, it forces you to go to Shady Belle, and then it forces you to have that fight with the Pinkertons. There's no opportunity to manually save at any point.
Uncle Arthur.
Good to see you again, Karen. Where's Molly, by the way?
Nobody's seen her in ages. Good riddance, I say.
Huh. Okay. Hi, Mary Beth.
Oh, hello, Arthur.
Some reunion, huh?
Well, at least you're alive. So what now?
We got a couple of days to work that out. How you doing, Jack?
I'm scared, Uncle Arthur. All that shooting.
Well, we're gonna move somewhere safe, okay?
Yeah, the kid was here for all that. I can't even imagine. 4 years old and caught up in something like this. Can I get up here? I don't think I've ever tried to climb this ladder before. It doesn't look like I can. Alright, so that's where the weapon locker and the clothing is in this camp. Good to know. Not that I think I'm going to be here for very long, but good to know. What about this ladder? Can I get up there? Nope. Alright. I'd be... Ooh. Susan looking all tough.
Hello, Arthur.
Hi, Susan.
I'd be pleasantly surprised if there's anything back here I can take. There's Kane, being a good boy. Abigail.
Not now, Arthur.
You okay, Abigail?
What are we gonna do? We can't stay here.
I know. I'll speak to Dutch.
Obviously, the gang is on edge, understandably so, because our concern is the Pinkertons are going to reinforce and then be back here in a couple days.
Reverend, it's good to see you again.
You too. But this is a mess. A real mess.
Good to see you again, Mr. Strauss.
But under what circumstances?
I know.
Lighten up, everybody. We're not dead. We may be dying, but we're not dead.
Hello.
Did I see Javier over here earlier? Because I wasn't sure if he made it back. I think that's him over there standing guard. That's Micah. Gonna ignore him. Let's, No, never mind. I talked to Javier earlier. Never mind. I forgot that exchange. So, see if I can find my horse. If I even remember what my horse looks like. Somehow I picked up some pelts. I don't remember acquiring those pelts. Gator skins? Maybe I do. Maybe that's left over from right before I went to Guarma.
Well, we're back.
That was some coming home party.
We need to get out of here. I'll speak to Dutch.
Alright, priorities. Let's see. Can't equip any guns yet. Ride out a little bit. I was going to say, let's see what weapons I've got, because I briefly looked at the end of the last episode, and I had everything back. Yeah. $18.99s, Lancaster, pump action. Rock and roll. I got to remember my way back to Shady Belle, or not Shady Belle, back to Saint Denis here. I don't know, like, there's an argument, if I was doing this, you know, without any knowledge of what's coming, that I should do the Dutch mission first because everybody's at the camp, and then Arthur's like, yeah, I'll speak to Dutch about finding a way out of here. But, at the same time, they're saying, like, the Pinkertons will take a day or two to reinforce, and then we don't know what the deal with John is. Rumor is he could be hung at any moment, so... we'll attempt to meet up with Sadie and see what happens. It's quite a rain cloud.
Get up! How do you do?
And Sadie's supposed to be at... gosh, what is it? The Little Saloon? I say that because I don't really know what the name of it is, but not the main saloon, but you know what I mean. The small one. The discount saloon. Which probably still charges $1 for whiskey. Yep. I thought that might happen.
Mister, are you all right? Mister, are you okay? Mister, are you okay? Are you okay, mister? Mister, you don't look so good. Let's get you to a doctor.
Try not to talk over the dialogue here.
Come on, it's not far. Just down the street here.
Give me a minute. Give me a minute. I'll be fine in a minute. I'm fine.
Nearly there, just around this corner.
Hey, you head in there, friend. Go on.
Not to make light of a serious situation, but what if it turned out that guy was Gavin the entire time?
Can I help you?
I need a doctor.
Oh, just 1 second, sir.
Come in, pal. Come in.
Mister, I need some help.
And so it seems. And that's Doctor, Mister, to you?
I'm sorry.
I was joking. Look, friend, I don't mean nothing, but you got money? I mean, before I start treating you, 'cause I got a family.
Yeah, I understand. Here, that do?
Sure. Thank you. Now, what's wrong? I mean, what appear to be the symptoms?
Well, I think you've heard them. I'm coughing.
Is there any blood?
Sometimes.
Okay, now here. Breathe. Again. Yeah. Let me see your tongue. Now say ah.
Ah. What is it?
It's not good news.
I guess that.
You got tuberculosis. Really sorry for you, son. It's a hell of a thing.
What you mean?
You're real sick. It's a progressive disease, and you'll be... Now, the best thing is rest. Getting somewhere warm and dry and taking it easy. Now, is that possible?
Sure, I can just take my winters in my country club in California. No, it's not possible.
Well, like I said, I'm real sorry.
Yeah, well...
Yeah, but wait. Let me get you a little bit more energy today.
We can't change what's done. We can only move on.
You have it in you, I can tell.
He didn't have a choice. He was good and he did good. I understand if you don't want to help me, but I think of you often.
Well, there it is. The diagnosis that busts the game wide open. So a couple things. I guess, first of all, if you're not familiar with who Gavin is, if you've played Red Dead single player enough, there's this random NPC that goes around asking for Gavin a lot. So, in the heat of the moment, or, during the mission, I was like, wouldn't it be funny if this guy that takes me to the doctor winds up being Gavin, and then we never find Gavin again. Anyway, I did a little bit of reading online about tuberculosis, trying to figure out, when did it become something people could cure, and I actually found out that the vaccine or treatment for it was first available in, I think it was 1926 or something, but it wasn't widely available or widely used on humans until 1948 or 49, somewhere in the late 40s. So we're, of course, about 50 years before then. And at this point in time, tuberculosis is a death sentence, which I was not aware of. I didn't know a great deal about tuberculosis the first time I played this game. But evidently what it does is it, excuse me, sir, gets bacteria in your lungs, and then it makes it hard to get rid of fluid in your lungs. And I'm going off of what I read off the internet, so who knows if any of this is true. But anyway, I'm assuming you eventually drown in your own fluids because of bacteria in your lungs and what it's doing to you. If anybody's a doctor, please feel free to correct me. But at any rate, and I remember when I first played this game, I thought, well, did Arthur pick that up in Guarma? And it wasn't until I watched a review of the game after I had beaten it for the first time that I found out that he actually caught it from Thomas Downs, who was one of the debtors we beat up in Chapter 2. If you remember, he was at his farm. We went up to him and he had that pitchfork, and we knocked the pitchfork out of his hand and then pushed him up against the fence and beat him up pretty badly, and then he coughed in Arthur's mouth, transferring his blood, because he's coughing up blood, into Arthur, and that's how he contracted it. And basically from that point forward, Arthur's a dead man walking. And it's very subtle because he's coughing very steadily throughout the entire game, and it really starts to pick up toward the end of Chapter 4, and then once you get to Guarma, it starts picking up even more. Anyway, I'm saying all that for context for people who have never played this. Obviously, it's a 3-year-old game. I figure plenty of people have played it, but there you go. That's what's up.
Okay, now.
Any problems coming in?
Nah.
Guess they know now we ain't in the city.
Who, Mr. Milton's friends?
Yeah, they've had patrols out ever since you boys disappeared. Well, at least you're alive.
For now, yeah.
What happened in,
Guarma?
Yeah.
Nothing nice.
What happened to Dutch? 'Cause he seems...
I don't know. Seems as what began happening in Blackwater began happening years ago, maybe. Slow decline, I guess.
What do you mean?
I ain't quite sure. What happened here?
I started gathering people up as best I could after you boys left. And John, you know that part.
I do.
And Hosea.
So that too.
Hell, we got Lenny's body out as well. Robbed the morgue and buried them together. Follow me.
Now, Sadie, I don't mean to be picky, but this horse was not here when I put my horse here. Where did you come from?
So, what's your plan here?
Well, I figure before we do anything, we need to make sure John's even still at this prison.
And how do we do that?
We need to get up high enough to get a proper look at the place.
What? It's on an island, ain't it? Unless you're planning on learning how to fly.
That's exactly what we're gonna do. I found us a hot air balloon.
You ain't serious.
Now, the pilot, or whatever you call him, he thinks we're just in it for a lesson. Bit of a tour. He's quite the character. I think you'll like him.
You know, I'm impressed. You really stepped things up, ain't you?
Hey, we didn't know if you was even coming back. Whole thing hit folks real hard. You can see it. Heron's gone falling fully into the bottle. Strauss is a bag of nerves. Swanson's actually gone and cleaned up his act. So I guess it ain't all gone to shit. I'm just happy you boys were able to find us. Javier said he got the letter I left at the post office.
That was a good idea.
Until the Pinkertons showed up. Oh, by the way, I've been hunting O'Driscoll boys. Killed 2 of the sons of bitches at a campsite last week.
What?
Yeah. Seems they've drifted down this way now.
You're a busy woman, Sadie Adler.
She a beauty, ain't she?
From here on the ground, yes.
Mr. Bullard? Mr. Bullard.
Ah, Mrs. Adler! It's good to see you. Good to see you.
This is my friend I told you about, Mr. Morgan.
Ah, yes, Arturo Bullard. At your service, sir. At your service.
Arthur Morgan.
Well, it's a nice, fresh day for flying, sir. A day like today, an Icarus would have made it across the sea. Have you ever flown before, sir?
No.
Oh, it's quite a thing. Quite a thing. Now, put these on and hop in.
Well, ain't she coming?
Well, women can't fly, sir. Are you insane?
They can't.
Oh, no, sir. It does terrible damage to them, to their vapors. I thought everyone knew about that. Why, a delicate flower like Mrs. Adler? Heavens above! Or below.
Where'd you find this guy?
I told you two would get on.
Are you sure about this?
Certain, sir. Quite certain. Mrs., let us away. Wish us luck. I've only crashed twice. Now, pull on that rope and hope for the best.
You boys have fun.
How did you get out of this?
Up and away.
He might have told me about his crash record before I got in.
Time to catch a few vapors of our own. It's a little overcast, but I'm expecting some good wind once we're high enough. We should still have some decent views over the river. Now, one hates to be coarse, but on the subject of ablutions, liquids over the side, solids, do your utmost to levy the situation until we land.
Okay, Mr. Bullard.
I had a client once who fell foul to a rotten oyster on the ascent. A decidedly harrowing experience for all involved. Keep going, sir! We need to get up above the clouds. It really is stunning up there. You'll have seen nothing like it.
So I guess there's that little bar. I don't know how well you guys can see that down in the lower right corner.
Break through these clouds.
But it looks like on the meter there's a little line that tells me where I need to get it to.
Oh, my God.
Yes, heavenly indeed. Quite remarkable, isn't it? It feels like we have a nice westerly wind, so keep her around this height.
Yep.
This particular vessel is state-of-the-art, sir. Imported from Europe. Won't find more than a couple of these on this side of the pond.
So long as it works. You sure you shouldn't be doing this?
Oh, not at all. A child could operate this with a little supervision. Besides, Mrs. Adler told me you were very keen to learn the ropes. We have plenty of those.
She did she?
Arthur and Arturo. How perfect is this? My mother was a keen student of the Italianate. My brother's called Baldessario, so you could say I got off lightly.
Look, I'm trying to concentrate here.
Try to hold it steady. I can't access the weapon wheel at this point either, so I hope at some point it lets me do that.
Did you breakfast in the city this morning, Mr. Morgan?
Not exactly.
Well, I have a boiled egg in my pocket here that you're very welcome to.
I think I'm all right, thank you. Recalling the ablutions discussion.
Well, just say the word.
I'm saying the word. I'm not friendly enough with you to eat a boiled egg out of your pocket. I'm sorry.
So, if I may ask, what got you interested in the pursuit of aviation?
I didn't, exactly. Mrs. Adler thought she'd surprise me.
Ah, a very nice woman. And no shrinking violet.
Definitely not.
I prefer slightly more feminine attire on a lady, but variety is the very spice of life, as they say. Or is it, though? Did you know they locked up the man who wrote that in a mental asylum?
I did not, Mr. Bullard.
See that building up ahead on the island? That's the infamous Sisika Penitentiary. We shouldn't fly too near to it, though, sir.
Sorry, we're going in for a closer look.
What do you mean? Mr. Morgan, please, this is most irregular.
Well, you want a happy customer, don't you?
Look, this isn't funny now. What on earth are you doing? The guards are bound to spot us.
Calm down. They won't care if we stay high enough. I'm just looking for a friend of mine.
A friend?
Poor bastard has a habit of being in the wrong place at the wrong time. I heard they got him working the fields in a chain gang.
Dear God.
A little bit higher.
The wind. Well, this is most unusual.
Relax, Mr. Bullard, and here, take over. Keep us well away.
I'll do my best. This filly isn't the easiest to control, you know.
Nope, not there.
I love how he says keep us away when he's already got super close.
I can't believe we're doing this.
Wait, is that him? Yep, that's him.
They're onto us.
What are
Run
you
away.
doing?
They're shooting at us.
I can see that.
Ascend! Ascend!
Pump it. Give me some gas.
Didn't I tell you this would happen?
Do you really
The wind speed is picking up.
expect me to believe
Stay at this altitude. It's
they
heading
can't
northwesterly,
hit
so that should take us back to land.
this giant balloon?
Yeah, God, I'm shaking like a leaf.
Because I'm not buying it. They're gonna
Alright,
put
we're in the clear now, Mr. Bullard.
they're gonna put a bullet through it. We're coming down.
Good Lord, my heart is pounding. I must say, the specifics of this job were not described to me at all sufficiently.
Well, it's done now.
There's Annesburg.
Sure.
Good Lord, is that Mrs. Adler?
Where?
Being chased.
Yes. Try and get us near.
Will there be more trouble, sir?
I expect so.
I'm starting to rather enjoy.
Not the shotgun, you moron.
Hey! Up here!
You're just in time!
Shit, they're suspicious.
Mrs. Adler has a lot to answer for.
Yes, she does.
Oh my God!
the O'Driscolls now.
It's a fair question. Why is she messing with these guys at all?
Wait till I tell Baldessario about this!
Give me a quick reload. Some of these definitely feel like headshots, but they're not counting. I must be too far away.
Most excitement I've had in years.
Somebody else down there?
No! Oh, good grief!
Ooh. You're probably going to be fine.
Shady! Grab the rope, come on! Grab the rope!
A little bit of air.
Look out! There's a bridge up ahead!
Okay, I'll come down and get you on the other side.
Yep.
Save me some time when I'm
Okay, clear the bridge.
I can't reach it!
Come on, come on, come on.
Nearly there! Alright, hold it there, Arthur! Got him! Up! Up! Let's get out of here! Arthur, hurry!
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
I think we're gonna crash.
You have a real habit of stating the obvious, Arthur.
Hold on.
Did you break your neck?
I don't think so. Maybe.
Damn it, look! There's more of them on the other side. They must have followed us. Get behind something. This ain't over yet.
No, it's not. Keep it together.
These goddamn
Okay, Lancaster, while I'm here. Oh, why not?
Just kill these sons of bitches! You can tell Cole he's nicked! More coming in behind us! Finish him!
Looks like that guy's running away.
Ah, Christ! You're all gonna pay for what you did!
Okay, reload from cover. Reassess.
God damn you all!
Give me a target.
How many of you does it take, huh?
That's one.
There's even more of them coming out of the woods!
Alright, O'Driscoll! Kill this bastard!
You ain't goddamn man!
Stay in cover, Arthur. Come on.
You boys are a goddamn joke!
Make sure there's still nothing behind or to the sides of me.
How's it feel to be knocking on death's door?
Send every last son of a bitch you got!
Alright. Try to get up here where Sadie is.
Here we go.
Sadie's crazy.
Barely there! Oh!
Drink for the O'Driscoll who killed this sucker!
Cannot see that guy. I hit him at least.
Look! Those cowards! Yeah, you run! I'll catch up with you soon enough! Looks like we made it. That'll show them.
King Carta, thank you for the compliment, sir. Welcome to the stream. Hope your day is going excellent.
The hell is wrong with you? I only left you an hour ago. You can't stay out of trouble for one goddamn hour. You got that poor bastard killed for his troubles. I kinda liked him.
They got Combe, the government. They got Combe O'Driscoll. They're gonna hang him in Saint Denis.
Hang him. Okay.
He's already been tried twice for murder and found guilty.
Sure, no doubt he'll escape again.
No, he won't, because we're gonna make sure of it.
We have our own problems with the law in case you ain't noticed.
Dutch will want to see him swing.
Sure, Dutch, he wouldn't even help us with Marston. And our situation is really messed up right now. You know how things is.
Bastard's gonna swing. I'm gonna make sure of it.
Closely followed by Marston.
You saw him?
Yes, Fields.
Okay. Then we go rescue him.
From a state penitentiary?
No. But from the fields? Yes. That we can manage.
It's well guarded.
Guarded, sure, but not behind bars.
No, it's not behind bars.
So, that's how we'll do it. Bust him from his work detail.
I guess.
It's best just the two of us go.
The two of us is all there is, anyhow.
Good, because two is all we'll need. I'll get us a boat, a little one, and we'll sneak in and get him out of there. Meet me at Copperhead Landing. Thank you, Arthur.
Whatever you say, boss.
I heard that.
Thank you, Arthur. Oh, sarcasm not intended to be crude. I really do love Sadie. She's one of the best characters in the game, I think. And of course, she wants Colm O'Driscoll and the rest of the O'Driscoll gang out of the picture because they murdered her husband to start the game. So, yeah, it's totally understandable, her perspective on this. Meanwhile, I gotta figure out what I'm doing here. So there's a ton of bodies I could loot, obviously, but I don't want to stick around here. Massive shootout like that. It's getting late. I mean, they've probably got stuff I could use, but at the same time, I don't want to get surprised in the woods by a cougar, by a patrol of bounty hunters, by a group of O'Driscolls, by anything. So, let me see if I can get my bearings straight and make it back to camp before dark.
Okay there.
Can I get a sign? What does that say? Van Horn, Saint Denis, Annesburg. It's not terribly helpful. I need a sign that says Lakay. It'd have to be this way, because we're a little bit north of the swamp. We're in the woods at this point, so we got to get a little bit closer to the city here. What about this sign? There we go. It says Lakay is this way, so I think what winds up happening is we loop around and then we go back into the swamp, and that's camp. Or loop around, go back into the swamp, and that's the camp. That's what I meant to say. I don't remember what I actually said. I was kind of distracted by that woman screaming for help.
Yeah, that's my girl.
Hold on, horse is spooked by something. Let me get the shotgun out in case anything squirrely goes down. Saint Denis, Annesburg, Van Horn. I really think Lakay is this way.
Yeah.
Here's another sign. What do we got? Yep, LeGras, Lakay. Perfect. All right. I am where I thought I was.
Hey. Hi, Charles.
Can't believe Charles didn't yell at me there. Most of the time I come back to camp, everybody's all like, "Who are you?"
Hi, Bill.
Evening.
Tomorrow's another day.
Hello?
Hi, Uncle.
Arthur?
I'd have to think about it, but I don't know that I've ever spent the night in Lakay. Because I think the first time I played through this, I did the mission with the tuberculosis.
My bed is calling me.
And then I think I came back and did the Dutch mission straight away.
Jackie. Hello, Tilly.
Hello?
Hello.
Evening.
What time is it anyway? Nearly 10.
My fault, Jack. You all right?
All right, let's go till morning. Get a little daylight on the subject. And think about what we're about to do with our lives. Oh, mercy.
Long day of chores ahead. Morning, Arthur.
Poor Karen.
Really? That's how you greet somebody? Imagine telling somebody good morning, then they walk up to you and be like, "Poor you."
Another day.
All right. I know what I wanted to do before I did that mission at the end of Chapter 5. I wanted to ride into town and visit the gunsmith. Because I've been looking to get those automatic shotguns unlocked and purchased for the entire game, but they've never been available. But I distinctly remember having them when I did this next mission the first time. So something's got to give. And if they're not available now, I don't know what I did the first time to make them be available.
Let's go, girl.
You know, maybe if I ride into town and I'm not dressed like a complete slob, it will arouse less suspicion. Which is really what I'm all about at this point. I guess I was thinking spending the night would somehow present Arthur with clean clothes in the morning, but that's not how laundry works.
Hi.
Hello, Tilly.
Take care this morning.
Hi, Tilly.
Look at Swanson being helpful. I don't know what to make of that.
Hi, morning.
Honestly, in a way, it's a little terrifying. It's like he might snap at any second. Hold on. Let me go to outfits. Which one is this? Custom outfit 3. Let me get rid of that one. Let me get rid of this one. So we got one for average temps here. We got one for cold temps there. Let's make one for warm temperatures. Here we go. And I've been really skimpy with the clothing budget in this playthrough. Oh, goodness. I remember when I played it the first time, when I got to Chapter 4, I had a few $1,000, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go into town and visit the tailor and then buy myself some nice clothes so I don't have to look like a total slob for the rest of the playthrough. But I never got around to doing that this time, so here we are. See, the doctor suggested I stay warm. Let's try that on for size. See how we like it. If we don't like it, I'll change it. Yeah, we'll keep the pants the same. Somehow I lost my hat in all that exchange. Don't remember where I lost the hat, but fortunately it saves it in my wardrobe. Here we go. And at this point, I think I'm good to save it. Average, cold, hot, and they're all on the horse. Perfect.
Miss Mary Beth.
Hey.
Morning.
Hi.
Good morning.
This is where it's come to. Oh, Mary Beth. Hello, Karen.
Oh, here's what I'm thinking. Which gunsmith do I visit? Because I've stayed pretty true to the rule of not going back to a city after I shoot it up. Now, obviously, last time I was in Saint Denis, except for this episode, there was a pretty big shootout there.
Hey there, girl.
And the reality is, I would probably be okay going back, but I don't know. Horse brush, that's what I was looking for.
Girl.
Saint Denis got a massive police force, though. Let's do this. Let's ride up to Annesburg. Because, I mean, I've seen signs for it. I know it's up there. It's not completely unrealistic Plus, we flew over it in a balloon, so it's not completely unrealistic that Arthur would be like, hey, let's go see if there's a gunsmith up there. And we'll see what we can get into. It better be unlocked. Like, if it's not unlocked, maybe it's a thing I have to go into Saint Denis to get. And I know what you might be thinking. Why don't you look up this information? And the reason I don't look it up is because I'm trying to figure this out on my own as best I can. Like, obviously, Arthur doesn't have the internet to look stuff up, so I'm going to do my best not to look up that type of information. And wait a second, this is taking me further into the swamp? Question mark? I think I want to be on that road over there. Hang on one second. Thank you. I had to get a little bit closer to the screen to read the comments on the Legion vest. But yeah, I'm a fan in general. Like, I wasn't sure about it with the shirt, but I think it works. I actually don't know what's going to happen here, because I normally don't make it a habit to go into towns early. But, like, the story hasn't taken me to Annesburg yet, and I'm about to go visit the town, so... I mean, my guess is nothing is going to happen, but we'll see. Obviously, it's an open-world game that emphasizes freedom, so, like, players are encouraged to explore, so I'm not anticipating anything bad or anything. My horse is freaking out. Here, have some oatcakes and be quiet. Chew on that for a while. It's like giving a baby a pacifier. Wait a minute. I don't want to go that way. Something told me I took the wrong fork in the road there. Because to get to Annesburg, all I have to do is go straight up the coast. And for some reason, and I noticed this during the hot air balloon mission, but there's some smoke coming from the chimney of the Van Horn mansion over there. Don't know how well you can see that on the stream, but I could have sworn that place was abandoned. So I don't know if it's squatters or what. But it looks like somebody's moved in. Yeah, that's what you want to see. Dead horse right on the side of the road as you run into town. Alright, so I've been setting on this line for a while. This is the first time we visited Van Horn in this playthrough, well, except for getting back from Guarma. But I didn't think to say it then. But if you remember, way back in, gosh, I don't even know what episode it was, like 12, 13, 14, somewhere around that range, whenever we delivered the letter to Penelope Braithwaite from Bo, And Penelope makes the comment. She's like, hey, if my family ever finds out that Beau and I are together, they'll send me away to someplace horrid, like Ohio. And I would like to point out, she says this in a universe where Van Horn exists. And the first place that comes to her mind when she says they'll send me away to someplace horrid is Ohio. So, if you're from Ohio, I apologize, but I found that amusing. So I thought I would share. And it is really coming down right now. How cold is it up here? It's not going to show me the temperature, is it? Because I've got a bounty. It says, no, 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 you don't deserve to know what temperature it is. Tell you what, I'm going to put a jacket on.
Morning, sir.
Because it can get cold in Van Horn. It's far enough north. Especially if the weather's bad. And, of course, this place is also a dump. Like, this quadrant, or this section of the map, is my least favorite. It's ugly. This is a beautiful game, but this part of the map is ugly. There's no nice way to say it. There's my gunsmith. So, hitching post. Right there. Don't kick your leg out. You'll get it taken off by a train. Understood? Good. Good talk. Yeah, the dark blue with the red. I agree. It's a pretty solid look.
Hello, sir. This must be your first time.
This was also the shirt.
Let me know what you'd
Like that blue checkered shirt I put on. That was also the shirt I wore toward the end of the game when I beat it the first time. So it's a little bit of a callback to what I was doing 3 years ago at this point. And, of course, the Carcano is still locked. Terrific. Double-barreled pump action. Moment of truth. Okay, so the semi-auto is unlocked, but the repeating is still locked.
This
okay.
will keep you safe.
We will,
Are you interested in any rifling in this one?
I'm probably going to go...
A nice twist rate.
Shut up, gunsmith. I'm trying to talk. I'm probably going to go to Saint Denis and check to see if I can get the full auto as well. And the reason I'm thinking maybe it's available in Saint Denis is these M1899 pistols I'm carrying, I'm pretty sure are only available in Saint Denis for purchase. It's like the big city. They got the best stock, yada, yada, yada.
How would you feel about a new stock on this one? I could make one for you. If any part of this weapon isn't to your like, we can change it right out. Maybe the frame or the barrel. Anything, really.
No, those are all cosmetics. I'm going to leave that alone. I think I did everything here. Yeah, I added the long barrel and the rifling. Cool. I added sights. All right. What are styles? Okay, this is all cosmetic stuff as well.
This weapon would look even more impressive with some engraving. What do you think?
See if there's anything else I would be interested in purchasing. Wait a minute. I'll take a second sawed off. Why not?
Very nice. If you have gotten tired of staring down the sights on this one, you might want to upgrade them. You know, a new stock on this could really improve it. Interested?
In case I ever want to go dueling sawed-off shotguns. Now I have that ability. Does he have anything in pistols or revolvers? That's going to be my other question. He's got the volcanic. Already got 2 of the Schofields. I guess that's it. Yeah. Volcanic pistol's the only pistol.
Once they closed the saloon here, I knew Annesburg future was bleak. I know, so many high-quality items. Right now.
Yeah, basically this, in case anybody's seeing this for the first time, this is obviously a mining town. If you go back into these cliffs behind the buildings, there's a pretty big mine shaft that you can go in and explore. And basically these people have been brought here to work it, and their quality of life sucks. So, like, I guess for their sake it sucks that they shut the saloon down, but I totally get the perspective of the people that would own and operate a town like that they wouldn't want their workforce getting drunk and causing all kinds of ruckus in between shifts. Okay, I put my shotgun there. I was like, where'd it go? And what a lousy day this is. In game, I mean. In real life, it's not so bad. But at this rate, the way the water's coming down, I would say, you know, let the caves flood. And then let's skip this next mission entirely. Try not to spoil too much if you've never seen it, but if you've played the game, you know what I'm talking about. That horse hanging out right there gave me a bit of a start. I was like, is that an ambush? But this close to the city, I highly doubt it. But it was kind of weird to see a horse poking its head out of the alley like that. Alright, so we're back into the city here, I think. Probably good to take the jacket off. It's a calculated risk coming here, I think. I'm probably being paranoid, but basically I want to keep a low profile here.
Sir, hello.
You, stop! This is the law! Screw the out of you!
I know they're chasing somebody else, right?
You ain't gonna walk out of this town alive! Please, I didn't take much.
Yeah, they're chasing somebody else. That's a random event. Ooh. All right. Well, there's a cop over there. Let's go this way. And there's one right there. Let's conveniently dart this way. God, they're everywhere down here.
Hey. See what you get when you cross me?
And I think for the gunsmith, I need to hang a left back there, and then I should hang a right somewhere up here. Maybe? Question mark? I always have better luck finding the gunsmith in this town if I start from the docks. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. It's about to be, oh brother, where art thou, right there. If you've ever seen that movie, of course, the wife keeps telling their daughters that George Clooney's character was hit by a train, and that's what killed him. Alright, starting from the docks, gunsmith is down one of these alleys. And I think it's either this one or the next one.
How do you do?
Alright, well, the cops don't seem to care, so that makes me feel good. And here's our gunsmith. Perfect. So I'm going to run in here, see if the auto shotgun is available. The full auto.
Hey, what the hell is wrong with you?
What the heck? The physics, man. The physics.
Welcome back. You must have been traveling for a while. Do you need any assistance?
Now, let's have a look.
Oh, let's go through the whole catalog while we're here. Why not? The Lamats.
It really suits you.
I didn't know these were in single player.
A rifle barrel adds noticeable accuracy. We can do that to this model for a great price. Would you be interested in me changing some of the parts at all? That's a fine firearm.
Give me another one of those. Please and thank you.
I have some better quality components if you're looking for the best. I can give you some better options for the sights.
Alright, now if I was to guess, the full auto is probably not going to be available, but we'll look anyway. Yeah, but they got all kinds of stock here that Annesburg didn't have, so that's pretty cool. I'm glad I came here. Honestly, the Lamats may have made it worth the entire trip. Yeah, it's still locked. Okay.
If you're heading anywhere near the slums, you should take a lot of bullets with you. Let me know if you need anything else.
Yeah, let me browse the ammo before I dine and dash here.
Let's have a look.
Oh, you don't mess around.
Casually buying all of the ammo you have in stock. I promise I'm not an anarchist. At least during the week. The weekends, well, that's anybody's guess. All right.
Maybe I should have chosen a smaller store in Chinatown. Something cheaper. But I'm sure things will turn around.
Thanks, partner. Okay, girl.
All right, now then. Yeah, let's equip those bad boys. Why not?
Hola. How's everything with you? I'm happy as a bee in beer. Go. Hello, sir.
The big thing about the Lamats, well, there's actually a couple of big things. They've got a 9-bullet clip, and then they also have a shotgun attachment that's like under the main barrel. So if you run out of pistol ammo, or even if you want a tiny shotgun, you want to whip that out at any time, all you do is equip it, and then you press a little button, and it switches to a secondary fire, essentially. And now instead of pistol ammo, you're firing shotgun shells. So it's 2 in 1. And I had not seen them available for purchase at all in this run through the single player. I want to say they were added to the game after I beat it the first time, because the first time I remember hearing about them was when they got added to Red Dead Online. So when I ran through the game the first time, like, I never had anything to do with them. I don't even think they were in the game. Or if they were, I completely ignored them, because I was using the Schofields, and that's what I was used to. But at any rate, once I eventually do this final mission of Chapter 5, I think you'll see why having more bullets in the chamber at one time is a bigger deal. Even though it's only 18 bullets between the two guns, it's still better than the 16 I had with the M1899s. Trying to stack the decks as much as I can. You know, I figure I've made it this far. And the next mission in the progression is the single mission that has given me, like, the most worry of any mission in the entire run. So, might as well stack the deck as much as I can.
Yeah.
And nope. I was on the right road to begin with. Alright, this way to Lakay. Very good. Alright, so before I get all the way into camp, okay. What the actual heck is roaring at me right now? That is a tiny bear. That is tomfoolery. I don't need to mess with right now. Alright, so, yeah, like I was saying, I was trying to get the weapons out to see what I needed to hit on the D-pad to activate the shotgun. So right on the D-pad if I need it. I'm going to deposit some of these weapons that I'm not using into the gun locker because I don't want to have to thumb through a bunch of weapons.
Hi.
Hey, Arthur.
Hi, Jack.
Keep the 1899s, put the volcanic away, keep the mats. Let's do the unthinkable and deposit the Schofields, because I was super attached to the Schofields when I played this the first time, but I have since branched out. Yeah, put the double barrel away. Keep the Lancaster. I guess I'll keep the bolt action. I'm not using the bolt action as much as I thought I would, simply because it's a lot slower in single player than it is in the online.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, Reverend.
All right, I'm going to take a quick trip outside of the camp here, and hopefully that bear has gone away, because I want to see how much split point ammo I've got for various weapon types. Here we go. All right, chill out for a second here, horse. 58 for the revolvers. None for the pistol. Interesting. And obviously none for the shotguns. Okay. There's some for the Lancaster. Go ahead and load that up. Yep, 9 bullets in the chamber. Very good. You can see in the top right corner up there once he gets it loaded. All right. I'm not going to be using the sniper in this next mission. Give me slugs in the semi-auto. And honestly, I don't think I'm going to be using the Lancaster either. I think the loadout I want to take is going to be double shotguns and double pistols. All right. Dynamite, fire bottle, throwing knives. Equip those. How are we doing on snacks? Okay, got 2 of those. 1 of those. I definitely want to eat 1 of each before everything hits the fan. Oh, honestly, we have enough health tonics to make it through because, yeah, it's not going to last that long. It's not going to last long enough to use all of them. It's either going to work or it's not. The only thing, I'm going to do a little bit more split point ammo crafting for the revolvers. And I guess let me bring my horse back to camp so it doesn't get eaten by a gator while I'm not looking. I don't think that can actually happen, but trying to be cautious. hold on. That's not what I wanted to do. And I'm not even sure this is the right fire, because there's no grate over it. But I have no idea where the crafting fire is in this camp. Looks like maybe it's out back. No, that's the bed. It's the bed icon. Is this the only fire that's here? Let's try this again. Okay, yeah, he's going to set in a chair every time. Let's try it this way. So I can't get the mortal and pestle out, or can I? Hold on. He's not doing it. Like, it's highlighted, but I'm releasing L1 and he's not getting it out. All right. Let me see if that other fire's around here. Obviously, it wouldn't be over here. It's covered in swamp.
Hello, Arthur.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's not a crafting fire at this camp. Which is kind of strange. Obviously, Dutch is back there. They wouldn't have built it on the back deck, though. It's not like a crafting station inside, right? That wouldn't make any sense.
Hi.
Beg your pardon, Karen.
You okay?
Yes, hello, Mr. Morgan.
It's been a little while since I mentioned this, and I don't know if I mentioned it earlier tonight, but basically the split point ammo uses less Deadeye
If I'm honest.
when you've got it in the chamber, so that's why I'm trying to stock up on the split point before I do this. If I can. I may not be able to. Like, I know I could ride outside of camp and set up a little fire and do it that way. Which may be what I have to wind up doing, but the thing that worries me about that a little bit is the fact that we're in the middle of a swamp, and there could be like a random event that happens once I either set up camp or once I tear it down, and then I find myself in a shootout, so... Honestly, 58 bullets is probably enough. I don't think there are that many of them. And if there are, I've got shotguns. Anyway, it's pretty much now or never. I will say, when I did this mission the first time, this is the only one that... basically, if you die enough times during a mission, the game presents you with an option to skip the checkpoint. This is the only mission that ever happened to me on. Because either myself or Charles kept dying over and over. It was really annoying. And, you know, obviously, if you're watching a playthrough of Red Dead Redemption 2, you have a certain tolerance for blood and gore and that sort of thing. But this one's gross. So if you do happen to have a weak stomach and you're watching this for some reason, turn away. You've been warned. Best of luck.
2, D4, black to F5, white.
You okay there?
Working it all out. Once and for all, Arthur.
What now?
We're back, and I'm sitting here, and I am contemplating the great journey of the sun and considering a famous chess move. Those oily enactors of a mediocre justice, the Pinkertons, and their benefactor, the depressing millionaire Leviticus Cornwall, they want us, Arthur. They want us. And they are going to have us.
Maybe they ain't the problem.
Meaning?
I don't know, it's just, well, I can't help but feel we would have been better running off someplace else.
But the game ain't over, Arthur. I mean, I ain't played my final move, but
I guess I'm more interested in saving lives than winning at chess.
and maybe life ain't such a thing to cling on to so tightly.
No doubt. What about the women?
You sound like Hosea. I miss him.
I asked you a question.
What do you think?
We can't stay here. That much is obvious. Where are we gonna run to? I mean, they chased us from the west. They chased us over the mountains. They ran us into the sea.
Arthur, do you have my bag?
Always, Dutch. But there's more than your back to worry about. We need more money. We've been on the run for months now, and I seen you killing folk in cold blood like you always told me not to. And I'm sorry, but I can't help but think that if we
There is country in Roanoke Ridge past Butcher Creek I believe we could hold.
Okay.
You and Charles, you can take folks up that way. Micah and I need to do some reconnaissance. I ain't got a final plan yet. Arthur, I ain't got it. I just need time. I need time and no traitors.
Charles, be right with me.
Always. Where are we headed?
Up past Butcher Creek.
It's Murfree Brute country.
That's why I'm asking you to ride with me.
I understand. What are we doing there?
We're looking for a place to hole up. Even the law won't follow us up there too willingly.
Yeah. I did some scouting up there while you boys were away.
And?
You'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
I know the way. Follow me.
We are going in under cover of darkness, so hopefully that works to our advantage.
I thought we were leaving now.
Well, give me a second.
We need to get this done fast. The Pinkertons will have reinforced in another day or two.
Yeah. The sooner we get out of here, the better. It's quite a ride up there. I saw some canoes near the bridge upriver, which would take us right up to Butcher Creek. Might be quicker. What do you think?
I say we just ride it. It ain't worth messing around with boats.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, I want the horse with me because I want to be sure I've got my loadout set when I get there. So I'm going to go ahead and set it now. Wait a minute. Pump action. Semi-auto. Lamat, split point, Lamat, split point. Slug, slug, throwing knives. And the knife. That there. Horse. We're good.
It's good to see you again, Charles.
You too.
Thanks for what you did in Saint Denis. Real brave drawing them off us like that. I was worried you and Abigail had both got yourselves killed.
I found a spot to lie low for a while, then managed to get a ride with a wagon of workers heading out to the fields. Abigail said she somehow managed to slip away when they grabbed Hosea.
You did good getting the others out of there. Keeping everyone together?
Everybody was pretty shaken up when I got back to Shady Belle. It was a tough few days. I couldn't have done it without Sadie.
So how did you find that spot back there? I assume the skulls on sticks weren't an addition of yours.
Old Strauss knew about it. The locals are terrified of the place, so we figured that might buy us some time. And it did. Until one of you brought the law with you. And where did you end up again? Cuba?
Oh, not exactly. An island off of there, called Guarma. Landed ourselves in a heap of trouble.
Really? A tropical island? Isn't that just what Dutch wanted?
I guess it didn't exactly live up to his ideals. Anyway, I ain't always sure Dutch knows what he wants anymore.
Perhaps not, but he's always managed to figure things out in the past.
I know. Yeah, you're right. Just... It's been... Guess I just miss Hosea and his wisdom, you know?
Of course.
I'll be trying to concentrate for the next few minutes here till the mission's over, so I don't know if anybody's going to be inclined to make comments in the chat, but I may not see it for a little bit.
There's the bridge.
It's like I know there's at least one encounter we have before we get all the way to where we're going, but I'm pretty sure that's going to be after this cutscene when we get off. We'll be on foot for that. How is it already daylight? What in the world? Is it really going to have me... Okay, now it's nighttime again. I was going to say, is it really going to have me doing this mission in the day? Because, like, it is not that far. Why are they making it seem like it took us an entire day to get here?
It's not much further now. So, I spent some time up this way while you were gone. I ran into Rainsfall and Eagle Flies, the Indians.
Alright, one moment. I want to be sure my loadout's still good. And one thing I forgot to check, but it's not a problem, everything is in good condition, so I don't have to use any gun oil. That's good.
I've been trying to help out a bit where I can at the reservation. Things are bad there.
That's not a surprise. They seem to be in a lot of trouble, heading into more.
Some men there spoke a lot about the Murfree gang that hides out in these caves. A place called Beaver Hollow. They're animals. Everyone is terrified of them. Just recently, a stagecoach from Annesburg disappeared without a trace coming through here.
Great. Dutch didn't mention this.
Well, hiding up here, it's not a crazy idea. This is a spot nobody comes near, even the law. But just be ready. It won't be pretty. You see that up ahead? Slow down, keep it quiet. It could be some of them.
Yeah, let's do the thing.
I say we dismount.
All the things.
And follow them on foot.
Arthur's coughing up a storm back here.
See where they're going. Follow me and stay quiet.
Make sure now that I'm off the horse, I've still got everything. See, it gave me the bow. That's tricky. this is why I brought the horse. Because I didn't want to get up here and the game be like, nope, this is going to be your loadout. Still got the Lamats, right? Yep. Throwing knives. Okay. Actually, do I have... No, I've only got regular throwing knives. I was going to see if I had poison. That's alright.
Let's get closer to him. Come on, up this way.
Honestly, there should be more than 2 people on this mission, but whatever.
Definitely Murfrees. I say we deal with them from here. You take one, I'll take the other.
Dude, to carry it. There is, son of a bitch, you know that?
Quick, Arthur. Good job.
Nice. Give me my knife back. Can I get...
Arthur. We must be close now. Let's stop and have a look from the top of this hill there. Come on.
Okay. Let's see what's going on.
That's the stagecoach we're missing.
Jesus. They must be in the cave. All right. Let's get on with this.
Okay. What you think? We can head into the cave or flush them out with dynamite.
I've never done the dynamite route. I don't know if it's easier, so I'm going to go with the evil I know.
Let's surprise them in there.
Okay. Let's get a little closer. Ready? Let's get this over with.
The evil I know as opposed to the evil I don't. Alright, stay close to Charles.
You see that? Someone's coming out of the cave. I'll keep watch. You deal with that one in the entrance. Quietly.
Quietly as you shatter a box. What are you doing?
Arthur, have you got this? Are you dealing with them? Now keep moving.
Is that you, Charles? Oh, I don't like this. Yeah, look at this garbage.
Done. Let's go.
Where the heck did Charles go? There he is. I was like, my goodness. man. I don't know. Think about this. I got to keep everything in front of me. I can't see crap down there. It's almost like I'm afraid if I shoot, then Charles is going to be left on an island. See if I can get him from here.
Shit! Tarnation!
Well, I hit him.
Hey, how the hell did you get in here? Looks like it's on then, Charles.
Back up. Keep everything in front of me. Is that Charles? Yep. Keep him in front. Keep him in front.
Only ways you leaving here is in peace.
Okay, push in. Wrong about these crazy sons of bitches.
Brief respite. Okay. Reload. Did he reload both? I don't know. Yeah, 9 and 9. Okay.
Someone's down there. She's alive.
Yeah, I can hear her. Her screams are not adding to my comfort level at all. The lighting in here is horrendous. Charles, you freaked me out right there. Take the high ground.
Mama say kill every one of them.
Watch behind me, Chuck. Crap. This is not good. This is not good. Back up, back up, back up. Reassess. Give me reload. Yeah, I did not like being caught in that corridor. That did not give me a warm fuzzy at all. Oh, because I don't know that I can trust Charles to watch my back, you know, because he let that one go by. Crazy SOBs.
days you was leaving here.
Charles, you see any more of them?
Not for now. Come on. Let's get that poor girl out of the cage.
Don't touch me!
We ain't gonna hurt you.
Please don't kill me.
Hey. It's okay. It's okay. Shh. You're safe. It's okay. Come on. It's time to go. It's okay. Okay. Let's go. Where are you from?
Annesburg.
What do we do with her? Take her there and I'll go get the others. Sure. Miss, you okay to ride on my horse a little? I'll keep you safe. Annesburg, right?
Yes. They...
Okay, let's think about this here. Let me go back to the Lancaster. And let's ride.
It's okay, miss.
The others, they killed them.
You're safe now. Just try to breathe.
They're animals.
I know. It's all right, miss.
Why would they?
Some folks is just evil. Ain't no point trying to explain it.
I haven't slept in days.
I know. What's your name, miss? It's okay.
Meredith.
You're gonna be home soon, Meredith. And this'll all be over.
Thank you.
Where in Annesburg?
One of the mining cottages. If you get me to the main street, I can show you from there.
Okay. Just try to relax now.
Just head for the main street. It'll be easier to walk from there.
Trying to find my way down to it. I'm almost down there. I think... What do I want to do? I think this curves around down to Main Street, Annesburg. Or does it? Well, whatever. Anyway, I'm not in a rush at this point. I made it back to town. Guys, I don't know how that mission looked. Maybe I made it look easy. I don't know. But that one... Yeah. I'm not going to guarantee a successful completion of this challenge at this point, but I will say that was the single mission
You sick in the head or something?
in the entire run that gave me the most concern. Because you're in the dark, you've got crazy cannibal people running at you full speed with machetes, which, by the way, if they hit you with a machete, I don't know if it's an instant kill if you have as much health as I do. Like, I got the golden health core and I had, like, the full health ring when I was in there, so I don't know if it would have killed me instantly, but I remember the first time I ever did that mission, I constantly got stuck with a machete. Sometimes I couldn't see it coming because they'd run around the blind side, or Charles would get hit, and, you know, he would die either from a machete or gunshots, either way. And I know I've been, like, I touched on it in the last episode, like, I feel like I make some of these missions to be, like, the most difficult thing ever, and then I do them successfully. But I feel like that's the mentality I kind of have to have. And I don't know exactly where I have to go to get her to tell me which cottage is hers. Is there a specific spot? Over here. Got it.
Yes.
Oh.
Here.
Oh. Thank God.
Which place is yours?
Up at the top of the hill. It's near the blacksmith.
Come on, man.
Ma! Ma! Meredith! She's alive! Oh, she's alive!
You saw some pretty bad things, I'm afraid, man. Murphy group got
Oh,
it.
my darling. How did you manage
I
to?
just ran into them and found her.
Oh, thank you. Here, let me give you this.
Oh, that's okay, ma'am. You just keep her warm and keep her safe. Mrs. Downs?
Oh, no. You leave me alone. You just leave me alone.
Thanks, buddy.
So that's the widow of the person who gave Arthur tuberculosis, in case anyone forgot. And old Arthur would have taken the money, but post-diagnosis Arthur, he's a little bit like the Grinch with his heart growing 3 sizes in a single day.
How you get on?
Okay. Found a girl. Took her home.
Oh.
You and Micah find anything?
Maybe. I think maybe. I found our old friend, Mr. Cornwall.
You did?
Yeah, he's buying a stake in the mine in Annesburg.
Relentlessly ambitious fella, isn't he?
Mike and I'll sniff about, see if he knows we're here, and exactly what his plans are.
So, Dutch, did you miss me?
I found her drunk in Saint Denis.
You're back. How jolly, Miss O'Shea.
It's funny, you sack of shit.
Back
Who are
and
you?
drunk.
The Master, the Lord
Molly.
God Almighty.
Calm down.
I won't be ignored. Dutch Vanderlyn, I am him. I ain't her. Or any of your stooges.
Calm
You
yourself.
don't owe me nothing.
Miss.
I don't owe you nothing. Nothing.
Okay.
I'll spit in your eye. I did. I told them.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, I told them and I tell them again. Now I've got God's ear.
You told who what?
Mr. Milton and Mr. Ross about the bank robbery, and I wanted them to kill you.
You did what?
I loved you, you goddamn bastard! Go on, shoot me!
Crazy. She ain't worth it.
You told on me.
Oh, you're
You
not so
betrayed
big now,
me.
are you?
Why?
Just calm down.
Arthur?
She's a fool. Get her out of here.
You know the
You're
rules.
not so big now. Are we, Your Majesty?
You...
She knew the rules, Arthur. What the hell is wrong with you? Mr. Pearson, Mr. Williamson, get this body out of here and get it burnt.
Okay.
Now get back to work, all of you! Quit your lollygagging! Get back to work!
Things are falling apart.
You're a nasty woman, Miss Crenshaw. A nasty woman. You think I wanted to shoot her? You seem to like it. I saw that beady look in your eye. You're drunk again. And you're a fucking murderer. She broke the rules. She did no such thing. She was in love. You sour-faced old crow. Goddamn you. Murderer. Murderer!
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Chapter 6. as for me, I'm going to call it a night. Because, as you know, if you've been watching for a while, I try to keep these episodes to 1 to 2 hours. We're at the 2-hour mark. We've started Chapter 6, so now's as good a time as any to end the episode. And I will be back to start Chapter 6 next time, which will probably be Sunday. I want to try to get back into the whole Sunday-Thursday routine that I had going prior to the end of the new year. Or the end of the old year, I should say. Start of the new. I got to think about this. So this is my beginning of Chapter 5 save file. I've been trying to keep one for every chapter. Override this one, and then that'll be the beginning of Chapter 6, and then the next time I save it, put it in a new slot. Got it. I always have to talk myself through that because I don't want to rush and then overwrite something that I intend to keep. Oh. Yeah, and as you can see, I did play around with some of my old save files. I was trying to work on the one that's at 90% complete. I was trying to see what I could do to get it up to 100%. So anyway, we're chipping away at that. That's a whole other thing. Thank you so much for watching. I will bid you good night for now, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.